I play for keeps. Told my brother lately I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Grew up having not being labeled impatient, but when the boss made it, you labeled amazing. Ridiculous.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Tackle made by Bobby Okereke. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Down at the 23-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Second down and goal. Rivers, he's got Burton here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Next the score, Colts 7, Dolphins 0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice with the encore. You know.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Tua again. This is Howard. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They run with Howard. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Jordan Howard.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as a fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Then a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Tua sets up to pass it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. D Ford, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Rivers hands this one to Matt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, Rivers. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Blankenship on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Dolphin ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
At the 30-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his move.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. winding down. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
The kick is good.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st down, Miami.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Matt Breida. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deep.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is right back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
3-yard line.
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Emmanuel Agba there on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Colts 24, Dolphins 17. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indiana.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
At the 43-yard line.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. The give to Taylor. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go right back to Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll get this into the hands of Breida. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run for this one back. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll run it with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Colts 31. Dolphins.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Carrier taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Tua. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough
and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run here with Mack. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing, Rivers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Rodrigo Blank.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Miami.
Tua now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
From midfield, here's Tua. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 44-yard line.
Tua to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?